Rothschilds weren't always surrounded by luxury and wealth. Their story has a humble beginning in the Middle Ages, when they lived in the Jewish ghetto of the German city of Frankfurt. The family name comes from their ancestral home. Back then, houses weren't designated by numbers, but by symbols above the door. Rothschild's home had a red shield, which in German, with the old spelling, is Rothschild. In 1769, the Rothschild patriarch Mayer Amschel Rothschild was hired by the Crown Prince Wilhelm of Hesse. Once the young prince came into power in 1785, he appointed Mayer to manage his kingdom's finances as a court Jew. While such a position will be highly offending today, during this age, it was one of the highest honors a Jewish person could have in Catholic-dominated Europe. Every wealthy aristocrat had a court Jew, whom they entrusted with managing their money. The Bible forbade lending money in exchange for profit. While most aristocrats had the moral compass of a drunken chimpanzee in a brothel, they needed to keep their God-obeying appearance, or they risked losing not only the respect of their peers, but their lands and wealth as well. Many Jews, like the Rothschilds, saw this as an opportunity to gain vast riches. With the money he earned, Mayer quickly managed to open a bank and send his son Nathan to London. This helped Mayer transfer Wilhelm's fortune in London during the Napoleonic Wars, and even financed the British in their fight. After the Napoleonic Wars, Mayer's other 4 sons opened other banks in Paris, Naples, and Vienna. They predominantly helped aristocrats in their time of financial crisis. They lent huge amounts of money to the countries where they had financial capital in exchange for handsome interests in times of war or when whole countries.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. Does the Rothschild family own Ripple and a significant portion of the entire 100 billion XRPs ever to be minted? We'll find out shortly. Remember how we've always talked about SBI Holdings holding a significant stake in Ripple, and how the Rothschild family own virtually half of SBI Holdings? Well, the Rothschild family business isn't the only business conglomerate interested in this Ripple partnership, as the Japanese megabank, Sumitomo Mitsui Financial Group, just acquired a major stake in the company SBI Holdings, which is known to be a major owner and stakeholder in Ripple and XRP. According to this article from Today, Japanese megabank acquisition of stake in SBI Holdings could be bullish for Ripple, believes John Deaton. But today's topic isn't about that, but about whether or not the Rothschild family, that control more than half of the world's money, own a significant portion in Ripple and XRP, or if this behemoth of a family with a history that spans more than 3 centuries is interested in the Brad Garlinghouse-led US-based decacorn firm. There have been countless rumors about the Rothschild family's foothold into the pockets of the nations in Europe, North America, and essentially the entire world for a century. So sit tight for more on that, and in the meantime, hit that subscribe button, don't forget to like the video, and as always, turn on that notification bell. Let's take a quick look at this one from LeoCast95. Among them is one of the riddles that decided to share the secrets of the family plan some years ago. The Rothschild family has some other holdings in SBI. SBI holds an 8.7% stake in Ripple XRP. XRP is more than you can imagine. That answers the question, does the Rothschild family own Ripple in a significant proportion of its native currency? Guys, these elites and the bigwigs, they know this, so they'd stop at nothing to make sure you don't buy in. Not just yet, at least, not until after they have secured a more significant amount of these coins and their shares. Keep in mind that these guys don't want you to keep holding on to XRP. That is for those of us who already bought in. Hence, they stage a massive sellout through market sentiment, spreading across fear, uncertainty, and doubt through the media, which they own, so that they can buy into this asset class, buying out these coins from unsuspecting hodlers at its cheapest, and then instigate the fear of missing out to drive the prices back up.
They are said to have manipulated the gold market for over 2 centuries. In 2004, the Rothschilds officially pulled out of the gold market, but prior to that, they ran N.M. Rothschild, which was established in 1810. The company would host meetings twice a week and essentially set the world's gold price with the help of other firms, such as HSBC and the Deutsche Bank.
Do you still think with that much influence it would be much of a hassle for such a family to effortlessly drive the price of any asset to sky-high prices and the reverse, just as we've seen them do with gold? I don't think so. Rumor has it that some people say that they dominate half of Europe, some say that more than the half, and even half of the United States is under their control. They're almost everywhere in Europe and the US. The most profitable bank is theirs, the most profitable oil refinery is also theirs, the largest shipping groups are all owned by them, and even the largest media powerhouses are all theirs. Also noteworthy is the railway transportation that promoted the Industrial Revolution in Europe and the United States was also under the control of this family. As for precious minerals such as gold and diamonds, these gems are their traditional strengths. Speaking of which, the team behind the gold-secure currency, GSX Coin, one of the world's only stablecoin-like cryptocurrencies backed by gold, just announced their biggest mining report update so far. GSX is the world's first growth coin, offering mineral rights and asset backing that grows in value. There have been multiple mining reports showing a total of over $3 trillion estimated ores on GSX-owned mining claims. GSX is currently leading the cryptocurrency market with projects such as mass adoption, adding to their already large portfolio of mining projects and use of GSX in a global money wire transfer system. GSX has completely blown away their 3-year asset projection with these two momentous mineral ore estimates. The asset backing by the end of 2024 was set to be $30 billion, but it is now way past that in the value of ore alone. GSX is set to surge in asset value. With COVID restrictions being lifted throughout southern Africa, GSX can quickly get moving on previously delayed operations. They're committed to adding profitable mining operations to the backing of the GSX token, laying the foundation for extraordinary future growth. The Gold Secure Currency platform is a crypto project with an ever-increasing asset backing of a secured asset trust currently estimated to be worth over $7 billion, and can facilitate growth like a traditional cryptocurrency. So according to the recently announced mining updates, which appears to be the biggest they've had so far,
are situated in Zimbabwe. The first is about 100 miles north of the capital, Harare. The second is close to a town called Mahaka.
The founders of the Gold Secure Currency platform enjoy ownership rights to thousands of acres across southern Africa, with 2 huge claims in Zimbabwe. The first of these humongous acres is situated near the mineral-rich suburbs of Makaha, with a significant gold reef that will allow for a much easier mining and much more substantial amounts of materials to be mined daily.
Further exploration. The other land claim consists of 2,500 acres close to the town of Karoi. Small samples have been taken for testing and results have confirmed the presence of gold and copper as well as other minerals on the claim. We have already filed.
The other newly acquired claim resides near Chinhoyi and is estimated to have a landmass of around 2,500 acres of land rich in minerals, gold, copper, and other valuable metals. Mining will commence in no time at all.
Are situated in Zimbabwe. The first is about 100 miles north of the capital, Harare. The second is close to a town called Mahaka.
More importantly, the company behind this project continues to investigate other claims that they own that have potentially large deposits of materials used in lithium battery manufacturing.
China's AIC would allow us to mine opencast, which would essentially allow us to extract substantially more material per hour than mining traditionally with a shaft.
GSX is also progressing in a separate project in Zambia that will incorporate a prominent local player and significantly add more value to GSX. Even amid the bearish trend, the next few months will be some of the most exciting months for GSX. Looking to get your hands on some? Well, for more information, the link to the company's website and other valuable information will be waiting in the description. So guys, back to the main topic for today. Does the Rothschild family own Ripple and a significant amount of the total XRP coin? Now take a look at this, guys. First, the Rothschild family purchases a significant stake in SBI Holdings. This report, published in March of 2018, indicated that Edmund de Rothschild, an arm of business controlled by the extensive Rothschild family, is a parent company to SBI Group. Scrolling down below under the Key Contributors section, this document mentions how Ripple and XRP get entangled with the Rothschild family, alongside the details of its partnership with this group, SBI Holdings. Furthermore, SBI is the most significant external shareholder in Ripple Labs. Likewise, Ripple owns a substantial share, more than 1/3 of the entire stake in MoneyTap, one of SBI Group's subsidiary companies. As it says in the document Notice of Completion of Investment in MoneyTap Co. Limited by Ripple, further down the piece we find where it reads, "We have announced that Ripple will participate in the investment, but we're pleased to inform you that the procedure has been completed." With this investment by Ripple, the company will become the largest external shareholder of MoneyTap, with an ownership ratio of 33%, and MoneyTap will accept 2 officers from Ripple. Even though we may not be able to directly link Ripple and XRP to this family, which is expected since it's the Rothschild family we're talking about here, one obvious fact can't be disputed. And that is the idea that Ripple and XRP is a corporate project designed for these large financial corporate entities, majorly owned by the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, etc. And although the Rothschild family is believed to be collectively worth a few $1 trillion, in reality, a rough estimate is probably much more than that.
Today, the Rothschilds' vast fortune is the topic of just as many myths as there are stars in the sky. Some sources claim the wealthiest family owns about $500 trillion. That's, however, not just hard to believe, but practically impossible, since the whole world's capital is estimated to be around 1 to 2 quadrillion. So a family controlling quarter to a half of the entire world's money is beyond crazy.